Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon Storm Silver playthrough. And in the last episode, we conquered the 8th and final gym leader of the Johto region and her dragon team. And in today's episode, we are in Cyanwood City, and we are going to head directly to the right over to the Whirl Islands and capture Lugia. But before we do that, I wanted to show you guys really quickly that the Red Gyarados is still on our team. We still need Whirlpool to access the Whirl Island, so we will be keeping Gyarados on our team just for this little section, and then afterwards we'll bring Zomu the Espeon back into the party. But once again, before we head over to the route, I'm going to go ahead and pop a Repel very quickly just so that way wild Pokemon don't bother us out here. I went back around and I defeated most of the trainers, but I think that there's a handful kind of off to the side where we actually need to go that I forgot. So hopefully we can avoid them, but if need be, I'll go ahead and skip the video. But over here to the right is the Whirl Islands, and it's kind of like 4 little caverns all put together. And the one that we're going to be going into, if you're looking at it on the Bulbapedia website, which is what I did, the top-down map, we're going to be going to the top right island. And so we do have this trainer, so we'll skip him real quick. Alrighty, so we're done with that trainer. We'll come down here, and we'll fight this trainer as well that we're also probably going to have to get through to fight to get through this whirlpool. Alrighty, so after her, we'll go ahead and get through this whirlpool very quickly, and after we get through this whirlpool, we'll head around the, the little island, and we will head into the cave. Now, something I'm very interested to see is what level and what moves Lugia has, and if anything has changed about the Lugia fight. Not in the last video, in the original Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I want to say Lugia was like level 45, and it knew its signature move, Aeroblast, and a couple other moves. So I don't think it actually knew Aeroblast. Actually, it did not have its signature move. Now that I think about it, and so I definitely hope that this Lugia has its signature moves and some other strong moves. But heading into the cave here, we're gonna hug the top wall. We'll hop down 2 ledges here, and then we'll head up to the ladder, and we will come down. You don't need flash for this, thankfully. You can just follow the path I'm taking if you're playing along in the game, but you'll just come down this path and you'll just kind of hug the wall as I'm doing right here, and eventually you'll come all the way down and you'll see a ladder. We'll head down the ladder, and we'll go ahead and head to the left, and we'll grab this item, and it is a Max Revive. We'll go ahead and put that in our medicine pocket, and then we'll head down here and talk to this old man. That thing you have. And we'll show him the Silver Wing. You have found it. Please go ahead. Alrighty, and with the Silver Wing, we are granted access to head further down. We'll head into this cave where we get a beautiful view of the waterfall up ahead, and we'll go ahead and pick up this rare candy that's sitting off to the side here. Alrighty, so we'll head further down, and we'll go ahead and meet the Kimono Girls, where Lugia resides, and they're gonna do, I assume the cutscene is probably the same in the ROM hack as the original game, but we'll get to see their little dance, and I'll mute my mic for it and whatnot, so that way we can hear it. But we'll go ahead and hear, and we will meet with the Kimono Girls. No background music, pretty ominous. That's right, this is where we welcome Lugia. When the dance we practice many days becomes one with the sound of the tidal bell we entrusted with you, then Lugia shall come out from deep within the waterfall basin once again.
That is indeed Lugia, the guardian of these islands. From ancient times, so many have tried again and again, only to fail. Will, your heart in complete harmony with the title bell has finally allowed it to appear. Will, don't you see? Lugia, it must have been waiting for someone like you all this time. Wouldn't you agree?
Alrighty, and without further ado, we can face off against Lugia, the guardian of the seas. We will hop on Swampert's back, and with no hesitation, let's go. And here we go. Level 50 Lugia, Guardian of the Seas. Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and lead off with the Thunder Wave here. We'll get it paralyzed. It'll throw out a punishment. And there we go, Lugia is paralyzed. We'll go ahead and throw out a Discharge as well. Hopefully we don't kill it. Let's see how much damage this does. It'll bring it just about halfway. So I don't really feel comfortable using another Discharge. So I'm going to go ahead and throw out a Signal Beam. I know Lugia is a Psychic type, but the Flying type luckily nullifies the bug. Unfortunately, Lugia became confused, so I'm going to back off from attacking just in case it hits itself. And I'm going to throw out a Lucky Pokeball. We'll see if we can get it on the first try, and hopefully Lugia doesn't knock itself out. So no luck with the Lucky Pokeball there. But Lugia will hit itself again, and it'll drop into the red. I think if it hits itself one more time and then stops hitting itself, we should be okay. But two more times and we might be in a bit of a situation. So we'll get 2 shakes, 3 shakes, and no Lugia on that one. So hopefully, okay, luckily Lugia snapped out of its confusion. So I'm going to try one more Ultra Ball, and if this one doesn't work, I'm going to speed up the footage until we capture Lugia. So let's see. One more for good luck. 2, 3. And no. So I'm going to speed up the footage a little bit, and I'll see you guys once we capture Lugia. Alrighty, and there we go. We have captured Lugia. Lugia's data was added to the Pokédex. Let's see. It's said to be the guardian of the seas. It is rumored to have been seen on the night of a storm. So we will give a nickname to Lugia, actually, and I have a cool little nickname for Lugia since it is, although not a god, it is technically god-ish, kind of, sort of the seas. So we have Poseidon, the Lugia. Perfect. And we're not going to add Lugia to the team, unfortunately, but maybe at some point if we happen to need it for capturing other legendaries, we will do that. Let's see, do y'all have anything to say?
You not only have made Lugia appear, but you also caught it. You are so wonderful. There's nothing more for us to say. Take good care of yourself in your journey.
Alrighty, and with that we can head out of the cave. Let's see, I think I had a repel active. Hopefully I did. Actually, speaking of that, let's see if we can escape rope out of here. There we go. And perfect, we can. So we'll go ahead and hit the escape rope out of here. And there we go. We are back out to the surface. Alrighty. So, let's see. The only thing left to really do is head over to New Barktown, where it all started, and head over towards, not Mount Silver, but the Indigo Plateau, and eventually, of course, the Pokemon League. So what I am going to do is I am going to fly to New Barktown, and we're going to double check just to make sure and see if Professor Elmer or anybody has anything to say. I don't think they do. They probably would have given us a call, but it looks like we are all good to actually head out over towards the Kanto region. So what we're going to do to end off the episode is, since I still have a repel active, we're going to head over to, I think it's the Tojo Waterfall or Tojo Falls, something like that, off here off of Route 27. So we'll head up this way, and we will get through the Tojo Falls to finish off the episode, where this big guy will stop us. Hey, do you know what you just did? You've taken your first step into Kanto. Check your Pokegear map and see. Alrighty, so we'll take his word for it. No, we're not going to take his word for it. He's probably lying, actually. there we go. We actually have a new area of the map unlocked, and we also see Raikou and Entei over here, so we'll probably have to dedicate an episode to capturing them. But we see that Route 27 and Route 26 open up into Victory Road and the Indigo Plateau, so we can head up here into the Tojo Falls, and we can make our way through here. Since Swampert has Waterfall, it makes traversing here a little bit easier, so we can hop up this waterfall just like that. And we'll go ahead and head around too, and we'll grab that Pokeball that's sitting over there and see what's there. If I'm not mistaken, there's a little cave entrance underneath the waterfall that we just climbed up, and that waterfall actually was a part of the Celebi event. There was an event Celebi in the original Heart Gold and Soul Silver that was released through a Wi-Fi event, and you could take that Celebi to the Ilex Shrine in the Ilex Forest, and it would take you back in time to where you could interact with both Silver and Giovanni. Giovanni here in the cave, and I think the Silver interaction was closer to the outside of Victory Road, but there is a radio here. It's a radio that no longer works, so maybe there's something we can do. Maybe that event is in this game. I'm actually not sure, but we're gonna hop back on the water here, and we'll hop out of the Tojo Falls, and I'm going to run through and I'll beat all the trainers, and we'll get up to the front of Victory Road more than likely. So let's see, I'll go ahead and clear out this Ace Trainer, and I'll see you guys in a second. Alrighty, so a few of our team members actually took a little bit of a beating in that battle, so I went ahead and healed them up really quickly. So we will keep going through the route, and I'm going to try to avoid a handful of these trainers, and like I normally do, I'll go back and face them off camera. Not this one though. Alrighty, so that was another battle that our team kind of got put through a little bit of a world of pain for that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop on the water here really quickly just so we can avoid a handful of these trainers. And like I was saying earlier, like I normally do, I'll go back around, then I'll face them off camera to get a handful of the levels from these guys. But we'll continue to scale up the mountain here, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what lies in the Elite Four. Obviously, all Elite Four are probably going to have not only 6 Pokemon, but they're probably going to have revamped teams that better match their typing. So I definitely look forward to seeing that. Seems like this guy's kind of just spinning. Nope, we do not get to skip him, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, that was another trainer that put a little bit of a beat down on our team. A lot of these trainers have been rather difficult. I've noticed definitely a lot more team variety than what was originally in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but not just that. A pretty good level increase as well. A lot of these trainers have had level 48, 49, and 50. So I'll defeat this fisherman really quickly. As I was saying though, a lot of these guys have some pretty high level Pokemon. Especially they're pretty much at the level that I'm at right now, so you think that would make it a lot easier, but a lot of my team has been pretty evenly matched for the most part against every single one of these guys and girls. So I'll skip this trainer and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so luckily that house that I just walked out of happened to be a rest house, which was very conveniently placed. I definitely needed to get our Pokemon healed up for these upcoming battles. Alrighty, so that guy happened to have 5 Pokemon that were all about level 50, so luckily I only lost 1 team member, which was Typhlosion, but these battles are definitely getting more and more challenging by the trainer. Alrighty, so that was another trainer that had a pretty tough team to face, but this is the last trainer before we get to face off with Victory Road. Alrighty, just like that, we have cleared out the last trainer before we can head into Victory Road. So we'll get this phone number really quickly so we can rematch this trainer anytime that we would like, and we can head in. Let's see. This police officer is going to stop us. Only trainers who have proven themselves may pass. Oh, the 8 badges of Johto. Please go right on through, and we can head through. Alrighty guys, so in the next episode we will head through Victory Road, and then we will make our way to the Elite Four and face off against the first member of the Elite Four, and then in the next handful of episodes we will make our way through the Elite Four. But I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.